Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope all is well. Tonight is my first time trying StreamYard on YouTube Live. I normally do StreamYard on my Facebook business page and my Facebook group. So I wanted to try it on YouTube Live. So I didn't make any announcements. So I may or may not get any visitors while I'm live, which if I do, that would be awesome. If not, no worries. If you catch this in the replay, please be sure to let me know you caught the replay. So I'm excited to be here on Friday night, just talking to you guys about 2019 social media plans, getting yourself together for 2019. So I wanted to share a couple of things that are super important going forward. Normally, end of the year, we usually close out a lot of things so that we don't run into the same problems or drag those into the new year. So my name is Shakita Lee. Thank you guys for joining me. So let's get into it. One of the most important things is if you are on a lot of platforms right now in 2018 and you aren't active on those platforms, go ahead and deactivate your account, delete your account, so that you're not holding on to those things that you aren't doing anything with and bringing them into 2019. If you aren't active on those accounts and you aren't planning on being active on those accounts, go ahead and close them out. There's no need for you to plan to be on so many platforms. If you haven't done it by now, then you need to go ahead and hop off, right? It's important that you're on these platforms that are going to help you. But if you're not on the platforms or you're not doing anything, they're not going to help you. So you got to make sure that you're on the platforms that you like. Most people get on platforms that they want to be on. They're active on the platforms that they want to be on. So if you have accounts set up for all these other platforms, but you really don't know what you're doing, you don't really want to be on there, go ahead and deactivate them or delete them. The next thing is super important. You need to figure out who your target audience is. You need to identify who they are. Not having that identified in advance causes a problem for you because you're out here trying to serve everyone instead of the people that you should be serving. So make sure you know who your target audience is. Who is your target audience? Who is your ideal customer? Who are you serving? That's important for you to know moving forward. So you have a couple of days to write down a couple of things so that you can get yourself get your stuff mapped out and planned so that you know this is my target audience. This is who I'm looking for. Here are the customers. Here are my ideal people. Okay. Next, you want to make sure that you have a clear posting strategy. You aren't just posting just to be posting. If you are a person that posts a lot of quotes, right? What's the reason behind the quotes that you post? Is there a reason? Is it to get likes? Is it because you feel a certain way one day that you want to post it? So what's the strategy of posting quotes? So if you aren't posting quotes and you're posting things about your business, what's the strategy behind that? Is there a clear call to action for follow or not? Sorry about that. Next is posting too much or not enough. Are you on platforms that you are not active on at the moment or posting way too much right now? Way too much. And when I mean that, sometimes people post 20 to 30 times a day on a platform. And I'm like, really? When do you guys have time to keep posting this much? So they could be using like a scheduler or not. And then you have people, again, like the first thing that I said, they're on these platforms, but they're not doing anything. So you have to make sure that you have a clear strategy plan, a clear posting plan of what you're posting and when you're posting. You shouldn't be posting too much. 15 to 30 posts a day is a lot. It's a lot. All right. And that could be spammy. So you want to watch what you're doing. Using social media as a one-way tool, meaning having a conversation with yourself, right? You're not asking open-ended questions. You're not leaving the door open for a conversation. You're just having, you know, and that could be a person that's just posting about their business, and that's it. And those are sometimes people that just post, but never come back if someone has a question, if they have a comment or something like that. So that's something that you don't want to do. Again, that's why having a strategy and a plan makes a lot of sense for you. And lastly is not checking your analytics. A lot of times people always say, oh, I don't know when my people are online. Well, why don't you know when your people are online? Or you're not going back to look at your analytics to see when you're getting these comments, when your levers are going up, you know, when people are commenting on posts. And I know because I pay attention to when I post, and I post on weekends, I post at various times, but that's because I could be, you know, at an event, I could be doing events. So I post the pictures at different times. I try to go live, but sometimes that doesn't always work well when you are hosting an event. So make sure that you are viewing your analytics to see when people are commenting, when they're responding, when you think that they're online. For the most part, people are online morning, noonish, and in the evening. Evening times vary because some people may look at social media on their drive home if they're riding with someone else, or sometimes they may look at social media after they put the kids down. So it just depends with the evening time, but morning times, most of the time, the morning people are on social media, not 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, but more so after they get to their desk while they're drinking on their coffee or on their morning commute while they're making their way and someone else is driving. So some things to think about when it comes to getting yourself together for social media going forward into 2019. These are things that are very helpful. And if you haven't narrowed down things, now is the time to do it before we step foot into 2019. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you've already started putting your plan together, or if you've been going very well moving forward with your plan. So again, I will put my contact information in comments. You guys can reach out to me if you have questions. Thank you so much and enjoy your